Stop what you're doing. This is the celebrity story of the decade. We're talking about a man who stood at the absolute pinnacle of Hollywood power. Two-time Oscar winner, global superstar, the terrifyingly brilliant Frank Underwood. Now, he claims he is homeless. This is the stunning, shocking, and expensive downfall of Kevin Spacey. The price of fame has never been so brutally high. Stay tuned. You won't believe how this legend lost everything. Welcome back to Celeb Buzz USA, your home for the biggest headlines and viral gossip. We need to talk about a recent interview that sent a chilling wave across the entertainment world. Just days ago, Kevin Spacey, yes, that Kevin Spacey, sat down for a rare and candid chat. And what he revealed wasn't a movie script. It was a devastating reality. He publicly stated, with chilling clarity, that he is currently homeless and dealing with an acute financial crisis. He said he has lost the multi-million-dollar Baltimore home he has owned for years, simply because he can no longer afford the mounting bills. Let that sink in for a second. The star of The Usual Suspects and American Beauty, struggling to keep a roof over his head. How does an A-list actor, a global icon with decades of high-rolling salaries, suddenly find himself in such an abysmal financial state? That's what we're diving into today. To truly grasp the magnitude of this fall, we need a quick look back at the glory days. For almost 3 decades, Kevin Spacey was synonymous with prestige, talent, and power. He was an actor's actor. He won his first Oscar for The Usual Suspects and then another for American Beauty. He wasn't just working, he was commanding massive salaries. Then came the streaming era revolution. Spacey became the face of Netflix's prestige push with House of Cards. As Frank Underwood, he wasn't just famous, he was cultural shorthand for ambition and manipulation. Sources at the time estimated his pay for House of Cards was astronomical, north of $500,000 per episode. He owned a breathtaking waterfront home in Baltimore, a property that symbolized his success and stability in the U.S. This was not just a successful actor, this was a Hollywood titan, a man whose net worth was widely estimated to be in the tens of millions of dollars. He seemed untouchable. He had the money, the prestige, and the security that most people can only dream of. But as we often see in Hollywood, success can build a shaky foundation. The fall, when it came, was swift, brutal, and incredibly expensive. The first domino fell in 2017. What followed was a complete professional and personal implosion, fueled by numerous serious allegations of sexual misconduct. Spacey was immediately fired from House of Cards, mid-production, which itself led to complicated, costly lawsuits. He was famously removed from the completed film All the Money in the World and replaced by Christopher Plummer in an 11th-hour reshoot that cost millions. His career in the U.S. entertainment industry was over, seemingly overnight. However, the real financial devastation came not just from losing work, but from fighting for his reputation and freedom in the courtrooms. And this, Celeb Buzz viewers, is where the bulk of his reported wealth was seemingly liquidated. Spacey faced multiple lawsuits and criminal charges across 2 continents, the U.S. and the U.K. Legal defense, especially in high-stakes, high-profile criminal cases, is a bottomless pit of expenditure. Think about it. Top-tier defense lawyers, private investigators, travel and court fees? This isn't just pocket change. This is hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, month after month, year after year. Now, we have to talk about the numbers. While Spacey was ultimately found not liable in the civil suit brought by actor Anthony Rapp in New York, and he was acquitted of all criminal charges in the UK trial, these victories came at a ruinous cost. Legal experts estimate that for a series of high-profile cases spanning half a decade, Spacey could have easily spent anywhere between $7 to $15 million just on his legal defense team alone. That is a conservative estimate for an international defense of this caliber. Imagine having a substantial net worth, let's say $50 million. If you suddenly lose your income and are forced to pay out 1/3 of that entire fortune just to defend yourself in court, your financial stability evaporates instantly. The assets, the homes, the investments, the cash have to be liquidated or sold off to keep the legal machinery running. The recent claim of losing his Baltimore home is the physical manifestation of this financial catastrophe. He literally cannot afford the upkeep, the taxes, or the mortgage on a home he once treated as his sanctuary. He told the interviewer, "I can't pay the bills that I owe, and that the house is going to be foreclosed." This is no longer Hollywood gossip. This is the grim reality of a fallen star facing bankruptcy. The chilling part of Spacey's story is the absolute industry freeze. Once the allegations surfaced, he became persona non grata. Blacklisting in Hollywood is real, and it's a direct income killer. For an actor whose entire net worth generation relies on lucrative, high-paying jobs, turning off that income stream is fatal. Despite the acquittals and the successful defense in some cases, the U.S. film industry has not welcomed him back with open arms. He has attempted a comeback in recent years, appearing in smaller, low-budget European projects, such as the film Peter 5'8". While he is working, the salaries he commands today are undoubtedly a fraction of the millions he made during his House of Cards peak. These small roles simply cannot replenish the multi-million-dollar hole left by years of legal fees. It's a trickle of income against a tidal wave of debt. This is a stark reminder that in the world of celebrity, winning the legal battle doesn't necessarily mean winning back your life or your livelihood. The court of public opinion and the cautious producers who fund Hollywood projects can levy a financial penalty far greater than any fine. Now, let's step back for a moment here on Celeb Buzz USA and look at the bigger picture this story presents. This isn't just about Kevin Spacey. It's about the very nature of celebrity power and accountability in the 21st century. This situation forces us to consider the line between legal vindication and professional retribution. Spacey was cleared of serious criminal charges in the UK. However, the sheer financial toll demonstrates that the process itself, the years of fighting, the loss of income, the public shaming, is a form of punishment regardless of the verdict. It also highlights the precarious financial position even the biggest stars can find themselves in. Many celebrities live high-risk, high-reward financial lives. Their fortunes are often tied up in expensive real estate and investments that require constant cash flow. When that cash flow stops, when the $500,000 per episode check suddenly vanishes, the multi-million-dollar life collapses quickly. This isn't a slow burn, it's an explosion. The assets they bought to signal their success become liabilities that drag them under. The fact that a man who once played a president is now allegedly searching for a place to live is the ultimate, almost biblical tale of a fall from grace. It's a haunting end to what was once a majestic career. So what's next for Kevin Spacey? Will Hollywood finally offer him the kind of work that can genuinely pull him out of this financial abyss? Or is this truly the sad, expensive curtain call for one of the greatest actors of his generation? Only time will tell if he can rebuild his fortune and perhaps more importantly, his life. We want to know what you think. Is this a cautionary tale about the cost of fame? Or is this the inevitable result of his past actions? Jump down to the comments right now and let us know your reaction to this shocking story. Do you think Hollywood should give him another chance? And if you want more deep dive analysis on the biggest and most expensive celebrity stories, from viral gossip to the brutal financial realities of the stars you love, then make sure you hit that like button, comment with your buzz emoji, and of course subscribe to Celeb Buzz USA so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.